announcements that I'll be getting to in just a moment. But first, let me go ahead and just check in, see if we got any comments here. Let's see. There we go. Seashell MG says hello. Crossroads says, hey, everyone. Hey, guys. Lady Blueberry Designs by Stacy. Hello, everyone. DB23 says hello. Hey, D. Let's see. Oh, D says sound. No sound. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Sound is good. We have it now. Okay, cool. Every time, and I'll just say this. We've been live streaming here for years, and there's just this little, I don't know what it is. Every time we go live, there's this fear that the mic's not on. I don't know. And so, it's obviously a real fear because sometimes that happens. So anyways, thanks so much for joining us today. All right, so it's Cyber Monday. All the deals are live, but check it out. Now, when we run a sale, you always hear people say, while supplies last. Well, here's what that means. We have a certain amount of sale items set dedicated for the discount. We put as much as we could afford to discount, we will. But once we've sold out of an item, sometimes we'll sell all the way through till we're out of stock. But in some cases, once a sale item, we've sold all that we could afford to sell on sale, then we got to put it back to regular price. So, but some of these we actually did sell out. Like we're completely sold out. Probably won't be able to get another one until like January. So check it out. Right now, the Craft Pro 13x9, the pink is sold out. So we're all sold out of the 13x9-inch pink Craft Pros. Sorry if you wanted to get one at the sale price. Those are sold out. The Craft Pro 12x15-inch swing away heat press. The blue one is sold out. So that one, we still have mint and pink available on that one, the 12x15-inch swing away. But the blue one is sold out. Craft Pro 15x15. Oh man, the one that we're actually demoing the blue one today. The one that you're gonna see on screen a little bit later today. That one's not on sale, but it is in stock. But we had the pink and the mint ones in stock. Mint is all sold out. Black Series 15x15-inch clamshell heat press. Oh my gosh. One of the best-selling heat presses that we carry. We put that one on sale this year, and it's completely sold out. So that one, you're probably not going to see those for a little while. Black Series, excuse me. Oh, man. That's good tea. The Black Series 8-in-1 multifunction heat press, the 15x15 is sold out. The Signature Series 15x15-inch swing away heat press, that one was $100 off. That one's sold out. And then right now, all of the vinyl, no, oh my gosh, not all. Some of the models of vinyl systems have sold out. I want to say like the 52-inch Specialist. That was a killer deal. If you missed it, I'm almost not sorry for you because that was such an insane deal. And that one has sold out. Now, that being said, we have a ton of other stuff today. Doorbusters that dropped on Friday, and I'll get to your questions in just a moment. Doorbusters that went live on Friday that are still active today, Cyber Monday. TrueSpec 16x20-inch heat press. You get a free 8x10-inch FastFit Platen with that purchase. In addition to the $100 TruePrint credit, and we talked about that last week. I'll tell you again today in a few moments. Also, Doorbuster Signature Pro 16x20-inch swing away heat press, $150 off. Signature Series 16x24-inch standard slide out, which means no auto open. That one's $150 off. Oh, there we go. And then the Signature Series 16x24-inch auto open slide out clamshell heat press. So it's huge, 16x24, auto open, slide out drawer, $200 off. Now, one thing that I gotta remind you of throughout the Black Friday sale, every heat press you purchase at Heat Press Nation is gonna come with a credit for TruePrint custom transfers. What's a TruePrint custom transfer? Check this out. You see that? TruePrint custom transfers. So that was a 5-foot long gang sheet. And with $100 of TruePrint, you can get like a 5-footer and a 4-footer, 22 inches wide. we're basically giving you money. And this is great if you're just starting your own brand. So you could put all your graphics on there, gang them up, cram as many as you can onto the gang sheet. We'll print it for you, and you can use your TruePrint credit. So every heat press that you get, you're gonna get credit to put towards custom transfers, which is a killer deal. So let's take the 16 by 24 inch. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But let's take the 16 by 24 inch auto open, right? Not only do you get $200 off, you get $100 worth of TruePrint credit. And with that $100 of TruePrint credit, you could make even more money. So yeah, we're giving you money to make. I love it. All right, let's answer some questions. There's so much more to talk about for this sale, but let's get into see if there's any questions. D says, Jared, Hubs mentioned you and a hat press. Yes, well, depends on what he's referring to, but yeah, on my personal account, which I won't share here unless you guys really care. I'll tell you this, I don't do a lot of heat pressing on my personal Instagram, but the other day I did post me using the 360 IQ cat press because that thing's a monster. I love it. And so I posted myself using it the other day. Got some comments. Alam says, give the man some eggnog. Oh, I love you. Yes. Yes, I will take all the eggnog. I'm going to finish the hot tea first. Oh, man. You know what it is? I'm a loud guy. And so anytime I'm in a festive season, I'm yelling. My wife always tells me, like, babe, why are you yelling? And I'm like, I'm not yelling. That's just how I talk. So if I'm having a good time, I'm doing a lot of yelling, and then it just hurts my little throaty throat. All right, so check it out. So we got some really cool stuff going on today. I do want to show off this right here. So every time we've been going live, we went live a few times last week. We're live today. By the way, we have a huge live stream planned for this afternoon. All right, it's going to be kind of a surprise. Make sure, I'll say this, make sure you're signed up for text notifications. And you know what? Jace, if you could get me that text info, or actually, no, sorry. I'm so sorry. Ronnie, you're in the chat. If you could put the text info, how can people sign up for the text notifications in the chat? I'd be very grateful to you. So check this out. We're going live a little bit later today, and it's kind of a surprise. It's kind of not. If you want to know exactly when we're going to go live, make sure you're signed up for our text notifications. A little bit later on this afternoon, we have kind of a lot planned. We're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away this, not this exact one because this one's ours, but I'll get you a new one. We're going to be giving away a Craft Pro mug and tumbler heat press, which is what I'm going to be demonstrating right now in just a few moments. We're giving away one of these. And if you were tuning in last week, you know we had some kind of fun, semi-chaotic giveaways. We were giving away store credit, but like it was like fast. You had to be really fast on it. We're going to be doing more of that a little bit later this afternoon. This morning, we're checking in. We're making sure everyone's okay. We're talking about the sale and letting you know this afternoon we have a surprise live. If you're signed up for our text notifications, you're going to get that info. So make sure you sign up for text notifications. I'll give you that information right now. I should have had that written down. I'm probably going to get fired for not having that information written down here for text notifications, but we'll get that to you ASAP. One more thing I got to tell you. So today, this is killer. This is killer. So at Heat Press Nation, we have business bundles, right? A business bundle is where we package a bunch of cool stuff together, right? Put it all in one bundle, and then we discount it. We're able to discount things because, certain things are bundled together, so you get to save. So our business bundles, you are already discounted. When you purchase a bunch of stuff together, it does a few things. One, has everything you need to start. So like, for example, if you purchase a sublimation business bundle, that bundle will have a printer, it'll have a heat press, it'll have the paper, it'll have the heat tape, it'll have a few mugs and blah, 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 right? But it has everything you need to kind of get started with that business. And because you're buying everything all together, we do discount it a little bit. So throughout the year, these bundles are already discounted. Well, every Cyber Monday, we like to sweeten the pot a little bit. So today, 10% off business bundles, and these are going to be released throughout the day. And don't worry, Everything will be active. All these business bundles will be on the site and active by this afternoon. And they're going to stay active until December 2nd, which means tomorrow. So you have until the end of the day today to review all of the business bundles, see if there's one that fits what you want, and you have until tomorrow to purchase. But let me tell you, all right? I already went through some of the stuff that had been sold out. These discounts are while supplies last. So if one of them pops off and they sell out and you didn't get yours in time, so sorry. So I don't want to be sorry though. Oh, that's a great question. LMZX7QI says, quick question, since Sawgrass has released the newer models, will the SG800's parts and support be discontinued? I don't think they're going to discontinue their support, but at a certain point in time, they just run out of parts. And there's no way for us to gauge when exactly that's going to be. So with SG800s, and I'll say this, with any piece of machinery that's out there, it's very, very, very rare for manufacturers to continue to produce parts. What they do is, let's say a car, right? You know, when they make a model year car, the manufacturer will produce a buttload of parts for it, enough to sustain all the products, right? Certain popular models, they may continue to sell parts, but once a certain model has been discontinued for a certain amount of time, they will cease producing parts. Now, so the full answer to that question, I don't know. But what I do know is that eventually they'll be gone. As of right now, any SG800 is out of warranty because it's a 2-year warranty, and the SG800 was discontinued in like 2020, I want to say, maybe 2021. Yeah, so yeah, I don't imagine they're gonna have parts on that forever. But I should probably just ask Sawgrass that question. It's a great question. I asked because the larger ink cartridges were unavailable on HPN site. Yeah, it's very possible those got sold out. Yeah, for the SG800. So I don't know. It's very possible that if they're unavailable, that they just sold out. Because right now, Sawgrass inks have been on sale since the beginning of the month. All Sawgrass inks. And this is like the one time of the year where you can get Sawgrass ink at a discount. So a lot of people wait until Black Friday to stock up. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're just sold out. I do believe they're still making those inks. They still produce inks for like old printers. So inks, I'm pretty sure they're still going to continue making. All right. I was going somewhere. Oh yeah, we have a demo. So let's go ahead and hop into our live demonstration today. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to put it in the comments. I am here for your questions. I do want to give you a reminder that today we are going live later this afternoon. And Jace, can you get that info? I forget the number, how to sign up for text notifications. We'll get that info for you right now. Okay, so today, right now, I have right here in my possession, on my desk, this is the Craft Pro mug and tumbler press. Now inside I have the mug element, but it also comes with this nifty tumbler attachment. This is going to be good for pressing 20 or 30 ounce, or actually, I'm sorry, all the way down from 12 to 16 to 20 to 30 ounce tumblers. You can press them in the larger attachment. This is only for tumblers. Don't put your mugs in here. The mug attachment I already have inside. And let me show you how easy it is to make custom mugs. So I have a few samples here. This one, is this still hot? Yeah, it's cooled off. So this cool mug, it says LA, and then it says forever, because we're really cool like that. So if you want to start a business printing onto mugs, here's why I love sublimation, okay? There's other ways to do it. And I'm not shading any other print methods here. There's other ways to customize mugs. Some people have those like the UV printers with like the rotary attachment, so you could print directly onto the mug surface. That's cool. There's also laser engraving, which is cool. Laser engraving is neat, except with laser engraving, you're not able to do full color. You're just etching it, which is cool. It has its place. UV, you are able to print full color, but the ink is going to sit on the surface. So it's eventually going to scratch away, and it's not going to be super permanent. There's other methods like screen print. Screen print, you're limited on colors. although it is pretty long lasting, I will say that for a screen print. It's also difficult to do. And then you have sublimation. Oh, actually, sorry, you have people putting UV DTF decals, which actually surprisingly last pretty long, but they're not as permanent as sublimation. So with sublimation, you're literally dyeing the surface of the product. You're dyeing the surface of the mug. So if you've wanted to start a business where you're making custom mugs, let me show you how. So this mug has already been printed. It comes blank. And you do have to purchase a specialized mug. So if you go to Dollar Tree or Walmart, I love those stores, but if you're buying just a regular off-the-shelf mug, it's not gonna print. You need to purchase a special sublimation mug that has a coating to receive the full color transfer. Now, where do you get these transfers from? You print them with your sublimation printer. Sawgrass printers, by the way, are on sale right now. Sawgrass sublimation printers. Oh boy. There we go. At Sawgrass sublimation printers, we printed this with the SG 500. So I have like an LA mug. I have this really colorful parrot, which, whatever. And then I have, let's do a Father's Day mug, just because I think it really shows off the capabilities. So customizing a mug is super easy. So what I'm gonna do is with these scissors that I just randomly found here, I'm gonna trim it down. Now the reason why we trim it down is more for alignment. It's not because the white transfers. That's the cool part about sublimation is this unprinted area doesn't transfer. There's no film, there's no residue that gets left behind on the mug. Only the inks are gonna transfer. And so we trim just for alignment purposes because it's easier to align and set it up when we have this. So here it is. I'm gonna use some special heat resistant tape to place this onto the surface of my mug. And I got some heat tape right here. What I like to do is I'll put the tape directly onto the paper first, right? And give me a second here. Suffering succotash. There we go. All right, here we go. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my very best to align this to the mug. Now this part does take a little bit of practice. And the reason why I like to cut so close to the graphic is because then when I'm I'll measure by this side. So how far is like a finger's width away from the handle on either side? I kind of use that to gauge whether it's centered or not, is how far either edge is from the handle. Also want to make sure that the full surface is being printed on. All right, we're going to scoot that over just a hair. I think I'm centered, yeah. That's looking pretty good. There we go. And then I'll put the tape down right here to hold it in place. When you're sublimating mugs, you don't want there to be any gaps or looseness. There should be, the surface of the paper should be pretty tight. There should be some tension on there. So it's very smooth and fully pressed up against the mug. And now all we do, we drop it into our mug press. Actually, I'm gonna stand up here so I can get a good, you wanna make sure that it's centered properly. There we go, okay. 385 degrees, 190 seconds. And this mug press is on sale right now. We have not yet sold out. It's $180 off. That's over 60% off this mug press. And it's $119.95. Oh my gosh, that's a steal. $119.95, especially when you consider what you could do with this. Now, these mugs, these are really cool. Mugs are great. People love them for gifts. They're great for like your corporate customers, companies that want to give gifts to either their clients or their employees. You have corporate customers. You have just regular people who say, hey, I want to put my grandkid's face on a mug, and everyone in between. Mugs are super cool. Who doesn't love a cool coffee mug, right? And so sublimation mugs are good business. If you go on Etsy and you look up some of the custom sublimation mug businesses, you'll see, 6,000 sales, 10,000 sales, 20,000 sales. Like, mugs are popular. Mugs are cool. They're good business, man. And so if that's something you've been interested in, right now is the best time because not only can you get the mug and tumbler press on sale, you can also get the printer on sale. Sawgrass printers, again, are on sale right now. And you're about to see just how easy it is to do. So let me see if we have any questions here. Thank you so much. So for more information, go to our comments right now. Thank you, Ronnie. Just put up, sign up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, SMS alerts, heat.press/BF early access. The link's right there in the comments below. Dude, that is so funny. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic. That's hilarious. Lady Blue says, I think you're great. However, if you slurp one more time. I'm so sorry. Watch here. I have the mute button right here. So here we go. There we go, muted. And now I'm back. I hope that mute button worked, because if that didn't work, then I'm busted. Dude, that is so funny. I'm sorry. I apologize. I realize how gross that could be. Alrighty, alrighty. Will this press the 12-ounce sippy cup? It should. It should. So this press right here, this element that I have my mug in, this will fit 11 to 15-ounce coffee mugs. I believe the 12-ounce sippy cup is right in that range as far as like diameter is concerned. And I have my C. So the diameter on this is about 3 1/4 inches, and the diameter on a 15-ounce mug is just a little bit wider. I want to say it's about 3.4-inch diameter, somewhere in that range. So if your sippy cup, if you want to measure the diameter of the opening, if it's close to that, yeah, it'll fit in here. And if it's smaller, if we're talking more like I want to say 2.9. Oh, there we go. If it's a smaller diameter, then you will load it into the tumbler attachment. Okay, so our mug is done, but it is very, very hot. So I'm actually going to, where do I want it? There we go. I'm just gonna set it right there to cool down for a minute before we peel it. But it's that easy. Now, if I was running a production, which I have done, where I have to do a case of mugs, it's 36 mugs, I'll just go back to back. So while one mug is pressing, I'm already preparing the next one. So when this one comes out, I swap it back in, new one goes. While that one's pressing, I'm already prepping, I'm cutting, I'm trimming, I'm doing that. So yeah, so when you're doing mugs, by the way, I'll tell you this, some people I've seen them, what they'll do is they'll print all their mug sheets out. They'll print out all of these, they'll trim them all, they'll tape up all the mugs, and then they'll load them into the mug press one at a time. That's a waste of time. When you're working with mugs, as soon as your first print comes out, load up your first mug, and then what you want to do is you want to be working and preparing while they're pressing. That's how you get done the fastest. Don't do all your prep and then press. Your goal is to just get a mug in as soon as possible and to keep and have mugs ready and just load them. And that's how you're really going to cut down your overall time when you're pressing lots of mugs. All right, one more thing I want to say before we head out. And by the way, we do have a big, big, big live stream coming this afternoon. Make sure you sign up for our text notifications. We have giveaways later. So this afternoon, we got some cool giveaways. We're going to be giving away things like store credit. We're going to be giving away a mug press, a mug and tumbler press. So if you want a chance to win this press, this machine, make sure you tuned in this afternoon. We will likely be, I can't give you the exact hour, but it's going to be after lunch. I know that. So we take lunch here around 12 o'clock Pacific time. So, you know, you guys do the math. All right. Really quick, I do want to remind you, business bundles are 10% off today. We're going to be releasing the business bundles throughout the day, and you have until tomorrow night to pull the trigger on those. Let me just remind you really quick. Heat transfer paper up to 30% off. Heat transfer vinyl up to 50% off. Sublimation blanks up to 20% off. Heat pressing supplies up to 20% off. We have a huge assortment of deals. Look in the comments or go to heatpressnation.com to see our deals. You can actually get this full list, this full updated list that I have printed out. I printed this from the website, so you can just go to the website. You can see exactly what I'm saying right here. Lots of great stuff for you today. Let's go ahead and do our peel and reveal. Look at that. It's a really cute Father's Day mug. Oh, actually, I got to keep it in the light here so you can actually see. So this Father's Day mug, you can stick a picture of the kid there. On the other side, the golf ball, happy Father's Day. Guys, mugs, like it's every season, there's an opportunity to make money with coffee mugs. Love that. All right. Why can't I contact Heat Press Nation right now? You know, it's very possible our phone lines are just busy. Phones 800-215-0894. This is our busiest weekend of the year when it comes to like the amount of phone calls that we receive. Oh yeah, thank you. Right now we're available via phone, text, and chat. Head on over to heatpressnation.com. Go to the contact page. If you're looking through like Google, sometimes, and even though Google is supposed to be perfect, sometimes Google just doesn't get it right. It might link to the wrong number. So do me a favor, head on over to heatpressnation.com and follow the links through there. We're ready to answer your phone calls, your texts, and chat. And if you really wanted to FaceTime us, let us know. We'll show you our show. Alrighty. Well, let me mute myself. One final sip. There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this quick morning live. I wanted to show off this press because we're highlighting different products that are on sale, and this is a killer deal. I know it says it's the Craft Pro machine. I know it has craft in the name, but really this is a professional quality heat press, and it's cheap enough to where you can buy two and just crank mugs all day. Do that for your business. All right, that's going to do it for me. Oh, good job. Thank you. Oh, we got one more question before we go. So give me 1 second. There we go. Can the Stall Sawtronics 360 IQ cap press do dad caps? I only see demos using trucker hats. I want to make sure before I spend $18.50. Thank you. Yes, it can totally do dad caps. This is an unstructured, pardon my horrible hair. This is an unstructured dad cap. And I did this with my Hottronics, not mine, with the Hottronics 360 IQ that we have here. So yes, 100% can do dad caps, both structured and unstructured. Okay, awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. We'll see you later this afternoon. We got tons of giveaways. We got even more live demos, tutorials, things like that. So I look forward to seeing you all out there. Happy hunting. See ya.